CM Punk is back with WWE. Well, kind of. It was a sort of, more or less return anyway. After a long 5 years, Punk finally appeared in front of WWE cameras once again. Renee Young introduced him at the end of this week's WWE Backstage on FS1, where he told the world he'll be in the studio next week. Now that's great, but apparently he's contracted by Fox and not WWE. So if we're going to get a CM Punk wrestling match, we might have to wait a little while longer. That being said, Survivor Series is in Chicago. Either way, let's get carried away. I'm Iain Chambers from WrestleZone, and here are 5 dream comeback matches for CM Punk. Punk versus AJ Styles. Now, this one's obvious. 2 men who first locked up back in ROH in 2004. That was when they were just wee whippersnappers, but I'd be more than happy to watch them tangle up again in their 40s. 2 blokes who know exactly who they are, both in and out of a wrestling ring, and Punk could even start a new faction to go head-to-head with the OC. Tell me you wouldn't want to see that. CM Punk versus Adam Cole. Now, it was surprising enough that the way CM Punk decided to make his big comeback to the world of wrestling was on WWE Backstage, which makes me think it wouldn't be impossible to see him rock up on an episode of NXT and challenge the champ. You know Punk would love to work with Cole, and Cole would, of course, for sure, love to work with Punk. He's already proven he can go at a main event level with the likes of Bryan and Rollins. Now, the only thing standing in the way of this match is a certain cerebral assassin who happens to run NXT. Now, Punk has been very vocal when critiquing Triple H in the past, but come on, Hunter says he'll always do what's best for business. CM Punk versus The Fiend. I mean, we can't not mention the hottest character in WWE right now. The Universal Champ, The Fiend, is on fire. And let's not forget, Punk was the leader of Bray's previous gimmick, Husky Harris, when they were in Nexus back in 2011. They went on to feud a couple of years later. So they've got history, but the only thing is, I'd like to see Punk in a program full of straight-up, no-frills promos for his comeback match. So maybe save this one for a few months down the line. We don't need any bells and whistles with Mr. Straight Edge. CM Punk versus Samoa Joe. Sometimes you just can't beat a classic, and I'm up for seeing these two go one more time. In the early 2000s, they put on some spectacular matches in ROH as they proved to themselves and the world that they were set to be big players in wrestling. More than a decade later, they can still go at a level that will leave us on the edge of our seats. They know each other, they trust each other, and it would be the perfect match for Punk to refamiliarize himself with the squared circle. And finally, CM Punk versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. Come on, I know I'm ridiculous for even suggesting this, but I did say dream match, right? We all got excited that this match could have happened back in 2012 when they were both promoting the new WWE 2K video game. The chemistry between them was unreal, and I'm sure that'd still be the case in 2019. Look, we've seen Austin on WWE TV recently, and he looks jacked and ready to go. Give these two a microphone, let them cut a few promos, and build to a dead simple WrestleMania match that ends with a stunner. I make it sound so easy, right? Which matches would you like to see? Let me know in the comments below.